ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a warm welcome. Yesterday we saw Dhanyaste Kritinaha Pibanti Satatam Sri Rama Namamritam. The one who constantly enjoy the nectar of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra Ji's Nama are the most blessed ones. Therefore, again and again you have to chant the name of Rama. It is so simple, it is so small, uncomplicated. Therefore, the one who chants this wonderful Nama is always blessed, we saw. Now in the Sortha we will see Kashi Mahima, the glory of the sthala, which is very important. See, this one is called as sthala mahima, another one is called as kala mahima, dina mahima. Like for example, Vaikuntha Ekadashi is very, very glorious for Narayana. And Kashi, Sthala, is extremely glorious when it comes to Shiva. But remember, we have always said there is only one Supreme Bhagavan in different Nama, Rupa, Guna, Kriya. Okay, coming back. Earlier in the first series itself, we have seen the 7 Mokshadanagari, the 7 cities which leads to liberation, it is said. And then we saw in Balakanda, it is related to Ayodhya Nagari. And then Ayodhya Kanda to Mathura Nagari. Aranya Kanda to Maya Nagari, which is Haridwar, we had mentioned. And now we are in Kishkindhakand, which is connected to Kashi Nagari. Sortha. Mukti Janma Mahijani ज्ञान खानि अघहानि कर जह बस शंभु भवानी सो काशी सेय कसन. He says, Mukti Janma Mahijani. Please know that the birthplace of Mukti, liberation, is Kashi, and Jnana Khani, it is the, what is it called, mine, treasure, abode of Jnana. And Aghahanikara, it will remove all your sins. Now this has to be understood very properly. There is one bhajan, Kashi Marata Mukti Karata Leta Ramanam. Very beautiful. Kashi Marata, the one who dies in Kashi. Mukti Karata, it will release them from all shackles, it is said. One may wonder, Swamiji, how is it possible? Just because somebody is in Kashi, he does all atrocities there, and how will he get mukti? Whereas other people like us, we are staying in far away on the other side of Bharata, Mysuru, we are staying here. And some may be in Bengaluru, some may be in there is one more Maya Nagari in India called Mumbai, which is full of Maya only. We are in Mumbai. Therefore, people who die here, don't they gain mukti? Now we have to understand this clearly. That is why probably one line is also, one word is mentioned, Jnana Khani. One is, Kashi has got Sthala Mahima. And the one who lives in Kashi and dies in Kashi gets direct visa to liberation. In Sthala Mahima, Bhagavan has definitely, has some soft corner, we may say, in a manner of saying. Actually, Bhagavan doesn't have soft corner for people, but he has soft corner for very, very wonderful places. He is Karana Rahita Dayalu, Bhagavan. And there are some places where Bhagavan rests. Like Bhagavan Shivji and Parvati ji rests at Kashi, it is said. Bhagavan is everywhere, no doubt. But in that particular Nama Rupa, he stays in Kashi, it is said. So the one who dies in Kashi gets liberation. Not only human being, Kita, Patanga, Pashu, Pakshi, anything, everything. Whoever or whichever dies in Kashi, they get liberation, it is said. But at the same time, we also must understand, Kashi is a place of highest knowledge. So the one who lives in Kashi, when it is said, he also gets affiliated to, connected to Jnanam. Therefore, Jnana Khani. He gets affiliated to Jnanam and thereby he also purifies his mind. He goes to Kashi Vishwanatha temple and he purifies his mind, his heart. Thereby the cleansing process do take place. And after, what is the cleansing process? Agahanikara. It removes all the sin, all the bad thoughts. However, we also have two more very important points. Jnana devatu kaivalyam, elsewhere it is said. Only through jnana liberation is possible. But Bhagavan says, I will give the jnanam. I will give jnanam. I will liberate you. Bhagavan has said. In so many granthas we see this. Therefore, Kashi Mahima, one has to live there to understand. And here, Tulsidasi himself says, Mukti Janma Mahi Jani Jnana Khani Aghahani Kara Jahabasa Sambhu Bhavani, where Shambhu and Bhavani Parvati ji reside. Kashi is a very abode of Bhagavan Shivji and Parvati ji. Why? There they are living as the very Chaitanya Swarupam. And therefore, Kashi is extremely glorious, pious and pavitra sthala. Kashi Vishwanatha Stotram, very very famous, isn't it? Jaha basa Sambhu Bhavani, so Kasi Seya Kasana. Why don't you go and live in Kashi? Is one thought. Then, if everybody go to Kashi, what will happen to Kashi? Therefore, the thought, the symbolism here is, wherever you are, you make that place itself like Kashi. How? Chaitanya Swarupat, you live there with the thought of Bhagavan Shivaji. Wherever you are, you live there with lot of virtues. You live there with lot of devotion. You live there with lot of learning the scriptures. Thereby, wherever you are, you convert the place to Kashi. One is the geographical Kashi, the other one is Manasika Kashi. You convert your own home itself as Kashi. How? In my heart, I make sure Bhagavan stays. Then that heart becomes Kashi. Here when it is said, Jahan basa Sambhu Bhavani, wherever Bhavani and Shambhu they stay, if that is Kashi, make them stay in your heart. What is our condition? Other than the Bhagavan, everything is there in our heart. Kamini, Kanchana, Kirti, everything we have accommodated in our heart. Therefore, our heart, our mind is full of Kamini, Kanchana, Kirti, and therefore Bhagavan is waiting. When will the tenant vacate so that I will go and stay there? Think. Remove all those tenants, Kamini, Kanchana, Kirti, and make way. Clean the place with purity. What? Purity of Nama Japa. Just now we have seen in the second Mangalashloka the glory of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji's Nama. Nama Smaranat Anya Upayam Nahi Pashyamo Bhavatarane. In this world there is nothing beyond Nama Smarana. Therefore, chant the name of the Lord constantly. Heart will become purer. More and more you chant, unwanted stuff will vacate. Think. Where light comes, darkness must go. So vacate everybody, bring Bhagavan. Then that very heart which is purified by the very Namasmarana is cleansed for him to come and stay there. When he comes and stays there, that alone is Kashi. Think. And where Bhagavan stays And when this physical body dies, you become one with Bhagavan. That is liberation. Is it not? Jahan basa sambhavani, so Kasi say, why don't you live in that kind of a Kashi? Jarata sakala surabunda Bishamagaral jehi pan kiya Tehi na bajasi man manda Ko kripala sankara sarisa. O mind, mandamana. Tulsi says, Tehi na bhajasi. Mandamana, O wicked mind, foolish mind, stupid mind, unintelligent mind. Tehi na bhajasi. Why are you not taking his name? Why are you not chanting his name? Jarata sakala surabunda. And who will take away all your sins? In that Samudra Matana, everybody wanted nectar, nobody wanted Visha. But Visha came first. Then what did Shankara do? Bhagavan Shivji came, he took all the Visha he took. Like that, he will take away your Visha, don't worry. All your Papa he will take away. You think about him. Do his Nama Japa. And he will drink off all the venom, all the poison that is there in the mind, he will remove. See, I often have been telling that statement. When man takes one step towards God, God takes 10 steps towards him. But the first step has to be taken by man, woman included. When we start chanting, now see the process properly. When I start chanting, let us say Ramanama, that much of mind, when it chants Ramanama, it enjoys. The more it enjoys, those wicked thoughts quietly go away. Why? They cannot stand Ramanama. Therefore, Baba, they will go away. And the more they go away, more space. The more you chant, Ramanama will fill. And the whole of your heart, the whole of our mind, when it is filled with Ramanama, where is there for all the evil things to come? Therefore, why do you not worship him? Worship him, he will take care. Vishama garala jehi panakiya. He will drink all that Vishama. All that evil thoughts, he will just take away from you and he will take it. Tehina bhajasi manamanda. Why are you not chanting him? Ko kripala sankara sarisa. Other than that Shankar, why are you not taking his name? Why are you not worshipping? And here remember, the glory of Kashi is being spoken. Therefore, Shiva is given prominence. And his very presence will host all good thoughts in your heart. Therefore, take his name. And it says, who else is so kripalu like Shankara? And Shankara, it is said, very easy to appease him. Krishna, Vishnu and all, they say it is difficult, meaning you have to put in effort. But Shiva Bole Baba is so easy to worship. You pour water, that is enough. But even for Krishna and Rama, we should understand the shloka of Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. If you give even one patra, one pushpa, we will take care. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. Don't worry. Everywhere, those statements are there. But what to do? We all have our own doubts and our own occupations, preoccupations, our own desperate demands. And therefore, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. Think. Tulsi says, okay, go further. The first chaupai of Tulsi Ji starts with a very beautiful thought. What is that? Go further. Aage chale bahuri raghuraya ऋष्यमूक पर्वत नियराया तहरह सचिव सहित सुग्रीवा आवत देखी अतुल बल सीवा अति सबीत कह सुनु हनुमाना पुरुष जुगल बल रूप निधाना धरि बटु रूप देखु तै जाई कहे सुजानी जिय सयन बुझाई पठये बाली होहि मन मैला भागौ तुरत तजौ यह सैला विप्ररूप धरि कपितः गयवु माथ नाई पूछत अस भयवु. We will see till here. आगे चले, go further. Very, very beautiful, very powerful, very, very, indicative statement. Proceed. Bahuri Raghuraya, the Lord of Raghus, Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji and Lakshman ji, march forward, march forth. We have a date, March 4th. Move forward. That what is that in Kannada we have? Nadi munde, nuggi nadi munde. March forward. Don't turn back. Yes, you have to turn back to find out what all mistakes I have made so that I can correct them and move forward. But our legs must always march forward. Tesh chal. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Army. If you actually see, there is no reverse gear in army. Have you ever found reverse gear in an army? Never. March forward. Tesh, chal. Go forward. March. Isn't it? Aage chale. Now this is a very, very important indication, a very, very powerful teaching. Whatever may be the conditions, circumstances, situations, very testing in nature, but never go backwards. I want to share a very beautiful personal experience with Param Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji. So much I was reminded of that particular Pratyaksha Pramana. I am the Pramana for that because it happened between me and Param Pujya Gurudev. We were in the Siddhavari Ashram, 1991 or 92, 91 October. Param Pujya Gurudev was taking the entire Viveka Chudamani. Actually, we had gone there because our ashram at Mumbai was getting renovated. Therefore, we were shifted there until the new buildings were to come. Therefore, we were there. And Gurudev, he said, bring them here. This is the time I am going to conduct entire Viveka Chudamani. So let them be there. Let my boys be there. So we were all taken. And I was blessed, greatly blessed by our Acharya to take Swamiji on his wheelchair. Swamiji was in wheelchair. He was 77 years old. He had his own limitations. He could not walk for a long distance. Therefore, we had to take him by wheelchair. So I was given that, I was entrusted that responsibility. So one day after the Vivek Chudamani afternoon class, at 5 o'clock normally, there is one rose garden down below his kutira where we all used to sit. Swamiji also, Gurudev also would come and sit down, and then we will have some bhajans and some chat sessions, informal sessions we would have. Evening, we would enjoy. Many of us would even miss the tea. It was tea time also simultaneously. We would miss the tea to be with Param Pujya Gurudev. Gurudev's kutira, from the front side we had to come and go behind, and when we go behind there are two ways to reach that garden. It was a rose garden and the lawn, big lawn in between. One is you take right behind his kutira, and then the steps are a little deeper. Whereas there was another way where he turns towards the right and the steps are very small, 4-inch steps, very comfortable. It was made for the sake of Gurudev, which I did not know on the first day. So first day I was interested and taken. So I kept the wheelchair ready and Gurudev came and sat down. I peacefully took him, and because I did not know that particular comfortable steps, I took him. That place was such that you can't turn. It's a small pathway. And I went into that. If I have to come back, I have to take the wheelchair on the reverse order and then take him towards that. He kept quiet. First day, he kept quiet. I went. And then near the staircase, I stood. Everybody were, looking at me as in such a way I would go bhasma. That much angry people were. Gurudev. He didn't say anything. He kept quiet. I went and stopped there. He turned towards me. Brahmachari, how do you expect a 77-year-old man to climb down these deep steps? He asked. Imagine, first day, Bhayankara Aparadha. I said, Swamiji, please forgive me, Kshamaswama. I didn't know that there was a steps that side. I will quickly take you back. He said, stop it. I was almost like collapsing. He said, a Swami will not go backwards. You come here. So I locked the wheelchair and then came forward there. He said, He put his hand. We had one very interesting, very wonderful CEO, Mr. Ranganathan. He was also there. He came, Ranga, come. And then he put his hand on the other side, one on my hand. Now take me down. That message, stuck into my life. Look at that. Aage chale. In our sadhana, never step backward. Go forward. March ahead. You will see in Ramchandraji's lifestyle also, Rama never gave up anything. Never stepped backwards. Every time, come what may, nadi munde, nuggi nadi munde. He was well prepared with the weapon to kill the conflicts, the enemies, the challenges. He was ready to face all of them, but never step backward. Think. Aage chale bahuri raghuraya, rishyamukha parvata niyaraya. Very interesting word. Niyaraya. Near aya. Even if you say near, our English word near, aya. He came near. Similarly, Rishyamukha Parvata, he came near to, he approached Rishyamukha Parvata, Rishyamukha. Taharaha sachiva sahita sagriva avata dekhiya tula balasiva. And in that particular hill, Parvata, there lived the monkey chief Sugriva. With his 4 ministers, Sachiva Sahita, he had 4 ministers. Who are they? Nala, Nila, Jambhavan, and our beloved Hanumanji. Pavanusutta Hanuman ki jai. Here enters Hanumanji in Ramayan. And with the 4 ministers, Sugriva stayed in that Rishyamukha Parvata. There is a story which we will come later. When Sugriva saw both of them, and how did they look like? So beautiful, so handsome. an embodiment of immeasurable strength. Look at that. Atula Bala Sima. Both of them at the same time, very young, very soft looking, but very powerful, strong enough, physically, emotionally, intellectually, and they also held the bow and arrow. Atisabhitakaha sunu Hanumana, with alarm, because he doesn't know who is coming. And see, all of them, the Sugriva, Vali, or all of them, they all had tremendous powers. Maya Shakti also. They can take any form at any time. So, since Vali also had such powers and his subjects also had, so Sugriva was worried. He was alarmed. Sabhita. He was very alarmed. He said, Sunu Hanumana, Hanumana, listen carefully. Purusha Jugala Bala Rupa Nidhana. The two men appears to be the repositories of strength and beauty. In our case, the people may be very beautiful but may not have enough strength. Or somebody might be very strong but may not be very good looking. One advertisement used to come. Pailwan, he wins that wrestling and things like that. When he was given one nut, he bites. Why? Tooth is not strong. I think it's advertisement for Colgate or something. Similarly, we have seen people who are very strong, very powerful, but we have also seen people who don't look good looking. There might be such people, but here he sees one with immense strength and beautiful, handsome, Purusha Jugala Bala Rupa Nidhana, Dharibatu. Sugriva gives instructions to Hanumanji. Take the form of a brahmachari. Vatu, brahmachari, a brahmana student. Dharivatu Rupa, dekhu thai jai. Go and find out who they are. Kase jani jiye chayana bujhai. Find out who are they. Take all the inputs. Check whether they are enemies who have come to do something to us, disturb us. Find out their intentions and inform me or indicate me or give me a sign accordingly. Sign me accordingly. If it is Vali's person, because they are very powerful. He has already, Vali has won over him and then drove him away. And now, if they are of that kind, then I will, run away from here. But you have to indicate me. Pataye Bali ho hi man maila, bhagaun turat tajaun yahan saila. If they have been dispatched by Vali to check on us, to spy on us, or to kill us, then you indicate so that I will escape. In Valmiki Ramayan, actually they say he ran away. Sugriva. Then Hanumanji went after him and said, please, why are you acting like a monkey? Stay, be here. Viprarupa dhari kapitah gayavu. He changed his form. Hanumanji changed his form to a Viprarupa, a Brahmana. Why Brahmana Rupa? Brahmanas are pujaniya. They are worshipful. We have to understand this. I think once I have told earlier also. Brahmanas are those people who have mastered the Brahma Jnana. And the one who walks the path of Brahma Jnana, who walks the path of Shastra Vidhi. Only they are called as Brahmanas. Puja Gurudev often used to tell, gross belted variety, all cannot become Brahmanas. They may be performing Sandhya Vandana morning and afternoon and evening. They may be doing puja, etc., etc. But if their mind is lost into the extrovert things and beings of the world, then they are no Brahmana. I have not told this. Scriptures say, Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashaha. I have created the four varna, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, according to what? Guna and karma. Brahmana is one who is not very strong to wage a war. He can be, but primarily he is meant, his swadharma is gain the knowledge of the scriptures and impart the knowledge to others. Very important. So, such people are worshipful. Why? They are giving the highest knowledge of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, pujaniya, worshipful. Second, Brahmanas are harmless. I am talking of the original Brahmanas. Unfortunate, with due respects to all the good Brahmanas. Unfortunate, today Brahmanas have become jackals, trying to grab, trying to, take everything, possess, and they go into so many, I should not be talking so much about it. Think. We are not talking of those Brahmanas. We are talking of Brahmanas who live to impart knowledge to others. They may not have taken birth in a Brahmin community, but the life they live are of that quality. Therefore, since Brahmanas are pujaniya, worshipful, nobody will come and wage a war against a Brahmana. Therefore, Hanuman, you take a Brahmana rupa, Vatu rupa, and then go and find out. And whenever you find that they are not acceptable, give me a hint. And they have their own ways of, showing the hints. Isn't it? Therefore, Viprarupadhari kapitahangayavu. Hanumanji, he immediately took the vesha of a Brahmana and approached the two brothers who were coming. Mathanai puchata asabhayavu. And first thing, please note this, very, very important. These are all, behaviors that have been, time tested. It has been given by our scriptures. The moment you see a Brahmana, bow to him, bow your head to him. Hanumanji is a Sarva Shastra Vidwan. He goes and, who are you? Like that he never asked. First thing, Mathanai. He first bowed his head down. Puchata sabayu. And then he asked them who they are. Very many scriptures talk about this particular aspect of Hanumanji in a very big way. We will also find here also. Ramchandraji addressing Lakshmanji, he tells he is a very, very, very learned person. Why? The way he approached. This is extremely important, how we approach a person, whoever it may be. The first approach towards a person will define what is your quality. How well you behave. How humble and simple you are. And that indicates the knowledge also. However, knowledge need not be the degrees and various Shastra, Jnana, etc., etc. Knowledge can also be a simple behavioral knowledge. Conduct. Very important. How you behave. How do you know who that person is? Good, bad, indifferent. Therefore, being bad or indifferent, you require to put in a lot of effort. Being good can be as simple as anything. Therefore, be humble, be simple. Vidya dadati vinayam. Vinayam discloses how pious you are, how humble you are, how simple you are, how respectful you are, and how beautifully you respect others. Therefore, Mathanai Puchata Asabhayavu. He slowly approached them, bent his head in front of them, and then with a very soft voice, he asks. What he asks, we will see tomorrow. Alright. Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Bolo Bhai Sab Santan ki jai, Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai.